but so will supplementing with protein shakes like protein isolate actually help you to build muscle and gain weight. When we are speaking about team sport athletes like football, soccer players, basketball players, or even runners who are like more endurance athletes, there is definitely benefit in supplementing with protein, but not necessary. Like when we look at studies and research, and when I checked last time, uh, these team sport athletes generally consume enough protein. You need from 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of lean body mass, and these athletes typically get that amounts, especially if they are omnivores and not vegan. Okay, there is an exception. If you are vegan, there is more benefit to supplementing with protein or essential amino acids. But for you to understand, here is the main issue that hard gainers have, and it's twofold. One thing is improper exercise, and the second thing is the diet. So when we speak about exercise, you need to give your muscle stimuli, and that is through the exercise. You need to challenge your muscle and give them the stimulus to grow, something to adapt to, right? And for example, running or dribbling, or passing ball or running on the field is not a stimulus to grow muscles. It's stimulus to improve cardiovascular fitness. So to develop actually muscle strength and power, you need to train for strength and power. Generally speaking, hypertrophy is using weights that will challenge you in between 8 to 12 repetitions um, in a set. So that is what kind of weights or progression of exercise you want to use to stimulate your muscle. And of course, you can use other training methods. But now, generally speaking, keep it in simple. Then, when it comes to diet, and here is the major issue, uh, people who have trouble building muscle usually don't eat enough. Boom. Um, it's simple as that, right? So it's not a protein issue, it's an energy availability issue. You need to get the muscle, give enough stimuli, and then support it with diet. Protein is broken down in our bodies into amino acids, which are building blocks for our muscles, but also from other things. But from that, in this context, we are speaking about muscle building properties. And when you have enough of these amino acids, your muscles can repair, right? But you also need energy supply to actually build that muscle, and for these processes to happen. And it can take energy from your body. So from your, for example, body fat stores, which means the more obese you are or the more body fat you have, the less energy you need from outer sources, so from food. But if you are a lean athlete, you cannot rely on your body fat only. The thing is, if you have not been training properly, that means you have not been using progressive overload and challenging your muscles through resistance training, then to start with, all you need to do is just start training for muscle growth, for hypertrophy, and this will give you the stimulus to build muscles. And keep in mind, it's a slow process, so be patient, be consistent. You don't need to really overeat. Keep track on your food, and if you have any more questions, drop them in my inbox and I will be happy to answer.